For those of you who don't know Colin, I'm sure there's some of you, and definitely for those of us who do know him, one of the most notable traits he has is the uncanny ability to talk for hours about anything, and days if he knows anything about it. Alright, so on a more serious note, Colin has many great attributes. He's charming, loving, caring, and hairy. Oh, I meant handsome. Sorry, Colin, I'm having trouble reading your hand right now. So Colin is one of the best people I've ever met. Has one of the biggest hearts of anybody that I know, and he would literally do anything for anyone. There was a time he drove to Athens to install insulation in my crawl space, and I'm pretty sure if it wasn't for him, I'd still be there. And he didn't even take any money for it or anything. Yeah, 8 beer. That's all he got. So Cierra, don't believe Colin if he says he doesn't know how to do housework. Because he does. And by the way, I'm going to steal him in a couple weeks to install floors. Oh, see, there you go. Alright, let me see here. Alright, so I'd like to congratulate Colin on choosing such a beautiful wife. And doesn't she look stunning tonight? Well done on saying I do to Colin, because let's be honest, that must have been a little hard. Just be glad he grew out his bleach blonde hair phase.
Sexy hair.
That was sexy hair. It was. So I know that I haven't seen Colin as happy as he is with you, and that's all that a lifelong friend can ask for. If the amount of time he spends talking about you is any indication about his feelings for you, you guys will be together for a lifetime. Colin and Cierra, today should rightly be the happiest day of your lives, and it will continue to be a date that you will both cherish and celebrate as each year passes. And the secret to ensuring that you always remember the date as your special anniversary is to forget it just once. And so I'll end with an Irish wedding toast. So everybody raise their glasses to the bride and groom.
Yay!
Alright, here's to you, a beautiful pair, on the birthday of your love affair. Here's to the husband and here's to the wife. May yourselves be lovers for the rest of your life.
I'm the maid of honor of the Cat, if you guys don't know me. I just want to say thank you all for coming and joining us for their celebration today. I'm sure they're happy you're here. I have to call it that speech, so please forgive me if I'm not as funny.
You got it, girl.
Thank you. I can't see you, Mrs. A, but I hear you. Oh, you're right. Okay, so I'm just going to tell the story of how Cierra and I met instead of how Cierra and Colin met, because this is really important. And if you know Cierra and you've ever been introduced to me, you've probably already heard it because it's her all-time favorite story. So we've been friends for, what, 8 years now? 8 years. She doesn't sound sure. We've been friends for at least 7 of those 8 years. So we met at school, actually. We were going to orientation together, and I was dressed in vibrant yellow, and if you know me, I'm not a very vibrant person. And she was the only one who would talk to me that day, but then she left and she didn't get my number. So I was once again friendless. So I'm walking, and I'm actually walking with my cousin Hunter, who I don't see, but I know he's here somewhere. Chi-Chi, if you're back there, we salute you. And this thing right here comes pummeling through the commons, and she runs right into us. I mean, like, literally runs right into us. And it's, oh my God, got our numbers, and we've been best friends ever since. She walked into my closet, though, and she saw my Steelers jersey. This one's for you, Scott. That's how we knew we were but we literally... It may have only been 8 years, maybe not a lifetime like you and Jamie, but we've been through a lot of stuff together. Probably more stuff than anybody else would have put up, or either one of us. And I've seen some boyfriends, I've seen some good friends go, but I can honestly say, meeting you, Colin, like, you are her genuine match. And as lucky as Jamie said she was to have you, or you were to have her, she's just as lucky to have you. There we go, kind of say that. And our friends, and I'm sure from you and your friends, we're extremely glad that you guys had such a great celebration today. And, you know, we love you with all of our hearts, and we hope you guys have a great evening.
Love each other as much as you can. Always say it as much as you can. Don't ever ever leave each other without saying I love you, because that is so important to let each other know that. Colin, as soon as I knew you had blonde hair like me at one point, I knew you were the guy. We need to find those pictures and burn them, because they were bad.
Oh, they're on the slideshow.
I love the two of you. Watching you two together, from the first time you brought him home in his leather jacket, his corduroys, and his god-awful boots that he always wears. It's just been magical watching the two of you grow, and I can't wait to see you continue to grow. I've never owned a gun, so if I ever need one, I'm taking one of yours. But I love the two of you from the bottom of my heart. Congratulations. You guys are wonderful. And
I love you guys.
I remember the days in Cierra. There was moments that I'll never forget in my life. There was the anticipation of her being born. There was some screaming. My mother tried to break my arm off. And then Cierra came into the world. An alien with blue eyes. And I hope that from this moment on, that your moments are filled with as much joy and happiness as mine was. I'm proud to call you my son-in-law. Cierra, I love you very much, and I wish you all the happiness the world has.
Thank you.
All right, I was told that Cierra's friend Nora would like to say a few words. So Nora, if you can come up.
People like us, okay? I mean, so I'm going to tell everyone a really quick story about Cierra. Relax. So when Cierra and I met through work a few years ago, I thought she hated me, like when we first met. Fortunately, she did not. As it turns out, she had decided that we were going to be best friends, and we ended up becoming really good friends. She kind of just like jumped in and got to know me real quick. So a few months after I knew Cierra, I started dating this guy, and Cierra brought him up one day, and she was like, because I had not been dating him for long, and she was like, hey, you're going to marry that guy, right? And I had known him for like 4 weeks. So I was like, hey, I've known that guy for 4 weeks. And she just responded with, well, can I be a bridesmaid? Some of you are ahead of me, because I ended up marrying that really obscenely handsome guy, and Cierra was my bridesmaid. So now here I am, returning the favor. And that is my favorite story to tell about Cierra. I will tell it to anybody that will listen to me.
Which is everybody.
Yeah. After knowing Cierra and being her friend, I can say that she has a really good knack for just knowing things. And I can also say that she's both one of the bravest and the kindest people that I know. And she's also the smartest, knowing exactly when to follow her heart, and put all of her cards on the table, unapologetically and without fear. And it's usually both really terrific and terrifying. To watch your friend, promise their life to someone completely new. But people aren't often blessed enough to watch their good friend place their heart with someone that truly deserves them. And today we got to watch Cierra and Colin get married. And Colin's such a good guy that makes her laugh and looks at her like she's made of good and everything that's good. And we're all blessed to really be here and watch their union. So
this is indeed a happy occasion, and no doubt the happiest day of your lives. So, we're all lucky to know them. If you can join me, rise and drink for a toast. I don't have a drink with me.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
Okay, so. Okay, so. I probably don't even need this, it's so loud. Okay, so. Some of you guys were at the rehearsal dinner last night because, well, I have a huge family. But yeah, I'm so happy you guys were here last night. But
Hey, the bride's talking.
wait, I lost my thought. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me do this. Okay. So yeah, so you guys were here last night, and I know that you guys have known Colin and I for, varying amounts of time, and to be fair to us, we did get engaged in like 5 months. I mean, it was pretty quick. But, obviously it ended up like this. So, I know everybody thought we were crazy in the beginning, but it all worked out. So, yeah, I mean, we made it here, so at least we got that going for us. I know you guys took a lot of time to come here, and this has been the best night in my entire life, and so to have so many of my friends and family and so many of Colin's friends and family here with us means more than we could ever possibly say. So I don't have a glass of toast, but we really want to thank you all for coming, and we love you, and I hope you enjoy it.
All right. So we're going to turn the lights down low. We're going to turn the party lights on.
One more!
Nope, we got one more. But still low.
We listen to all of our speeches, okay?
Colin, Josh, ready!
So I'm not exactly sure who thought we were dancing and listening to music. We're literally doing speeches for the next 4 hours. So I think just start passing the mic down the tables and everybody's talking.
The DJ is talking.
So, like Cierra pointed out, we got engaged pretty quickly. She said 5 months, but I fell in love with this woman in the first month. I actually did. My vows, where I said that I never knew you could find a soulmate and all of that, that was true. I had been on a lot of horrible, awful, just nasty, just why did I even bother dates? And then Cierra and I went out, and it was amazing. It really was. Here was somebody who was dealing with a lot of hard things in her life at the time, and she was, and yet she still shone through it. So a lot of people know I'm very good at investing. I really am. Honestly, I'm going to brag about myself. I am fantastic about making money investing in things. So what I saw in Cierra was that through all of the awful, horrible, horrific things that were going on in her life at the time, that she was the best investment I could ever make in my life. That there was so much there that even though she was telling me she was not the one, even though she was telling me that she wasn't a good person, I could see how incredible she was. I could see everything that she couldn't see in herself. And
Sounds like me, doesn't it?
I took the time and I took the effort, and it was a challenge, which everybody laughed at, thank you. And I invested in her, and it has been the best investment I've ever made in my life. And it will continue to pay out for the rest of my life. especially when she's a super successful attorney. Through all of the ups and downs we've had, and those that quit, this woman stole my heart from the very first day. And she hasn't given it back, and I don't want her to. She's the love of my life, and I could not imagine spending any time without her. We've known each other a very brief time, comparatively. But I still turn to her and ask, hey, do you remember when? Only to realize that this was something that happened 6 years ago when we hadn't met yet. She's felt like she's been in my life since before I found her. I'm going to make her cry again. So I'm going to stop my speech before she starts bawling.
Keep going.
Oh, I could go for hours. Jamie already told you. Just keep talking. So, and thank all of you for coming. Like, I've never really been the center of attention. To me, this is crazy that all these people are here. Like, I keep wanting to go hide in the corner and like just watch Cierra. So, thank all of you. I love all of you, and I'm really glad that you're here to share this with us.